Blackmagic, can you please make sure that you have a monitor or update your monitor and have camera control? That means we can just use that camera and focus on creating without having to flip it, do the settings, and then having to shoot again. Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. As you know, Blackmagic released that boxy camera that we have been waiting for, and they call it Blackmagic Pixie. In this video, I'm actually going to share with you why that camera is called Pyxis, which we are all part of the reason. Also, I'm going to share with you what you can do to deal with the Blackmagic Pixie's autofocus limitation, which is what I'm going to do, and I hope you will do the same. And also talk about who this camera is for, and then I'm also going to share my basically thoughts on what I would love Blackmagic to allow us to do when it comes to software, because when it comes to all this other hardware, nothing is going to change. So listen, get comfortable and let's talk about this. I'll be very grateful if you subscribe to this channel and join the community. And the first thing that we're going to do, me and you, I feel like we need to tell Blackmagic thank you for releasing Resolve 19 and not going through the subscription, because that's actually something that I feel like so many people are overlooking about Blackmagic. Listen, if you do not use Resolve, I honestly would recommend you try it and you will not regret. So first of all, Blackmagic Pixie. What is Pyxis? So basically the ancient Greek and Roman used to have this box that they used to carry their medication inside, and they used to call that Pyxis. So when people used to see Pyxis, they'll be like, okay, hope is coming or help is coming. So now we do have the Blackmagic Pixie, which is basically mean box in Greek or Roman. So yeah, simple and great, because we've been pushing them to actually give us that boxy design, and I just wonder how they came up with that name. Another thing is, who is this camera for? So let me tell you, this camera is for anyone, a filmmaker, content creator, or basically a production company that have been thinking about upgrading or getting a camera that offer them so many things that they need. Don't just go there and buy that camera because it's a new tool, or you watch so many YouTubers, they are buying it, they're getting it, and you go and get it as well. For me, my reason for upgrading, as you've watched some of my videos, I have been wanting a boxy camera for so long, because first, it's very easy to rig, it's very easy to carry, and one of the best thing that I also wanted this camera to be a box is because I still have one of those old Ronin MX that my 6K Pro and the new 6K full frame does not fit on, and I didn't want to sell that gimbal because I actually like it for what it is. So this camera being a box is basically going to allow me to rig it anywhere that I want. So that is the reason why I am upgrading. Also, I do have a lot of full frame glasses, and I've not had a full frame camera for a very long time, because every time I've kind of like seen a full frame cameras, there's so many things that it has that are great, but those things was not working in my advantage. But now seeing the Pyxis, I do have a full frame sensor with a fantastic image quality. Also, I'm actually being able to do 6K open gate, which is very, very good. Also Blackmagic RAW, and I'll be able to use SDI for great monitoring. And I also have an amazing battery, or they have an amazing battery on this camera. So like I mentioned, this camera is for anyone that have been lacking those things on a camera that they previously own, or anyone that just had that basic camera and now they want to jump on something that's very robust and something that's going to last them for quite some time. Because if you think about it, this is 6K, right? And 6K is not going anywhere. You can still shoot 6K. You can downsample in 1080 or whichever deliverable that you like. And we all know Blackmagic, their image quality is really, really fantastic. And now let's talk about the whole autofocus. I'm actually seeing so many people complaining about these cameras, or they did not mention autofocus. Of course, this being a Blackmagic camera is going to have some autofocus of some kind, just like the previous generation, but that's not usually fast enough. So if you're complaining about autofocus, let me ask you this question: where have you seen a full frame camera, that's a box, that offers 6K open gate, which is basically the ability to record the full sensor, and has SDI, great battery, and that little monitor on the side? I actually like that for under 3K, not even under 3K. Where have you seen that camera that also shoot RAW? You can also do external for, let's say, under 4K. So this camera being here is actually Blackmagic thinking so much about us rather than they think about profit. Let's be honest, this camera, they would, if they say this camera is 4.5K or 3.5K, everyone will say, okay, that's a good price. So that, now let me tell you the basically the way I'm going to go around the autofocus. There is something called DJI Focus Pro. It's a LiDAR that allow you to get autofocus on any lens, and that's actually something that I'm going to have on my camera. I've actually been thinking about having it on the Red Helium 8K that I have, but I just don't like how bulky, how heavy, how hot this camera gets. So I thought, you know what, let me hold on for a while until Blackmagic makes a camera that I feel like I can keep for a long time, and this is the Blackmagicpyxis. So basically that's all with autofocus. Now these are things that I'm actually going to ask Blackmagic to do. First of all, I really love the 4-inch display that is on the Blackmagicpyxis 6K. The reason why I love it, because most of the time when I'm filming and I do have a monitor, I really get to see so many people that want to see my image. And when I'm playing back, I can just play back and they'll be able to just see what my monitor is seeing on the side. Also, when I'm shooting solo, most of the time my camera is on the tripod. So let's say the tripod is head level, I don't really need to check the monitor. I could just be like doing all my adjustment or setting adjustments and it will be fine. Another thing that I would really want Blackmagic, can you please make sure that you have a monitor or update your monitor and have camera control? Or you can give anyone the license to have camera control in their new monitor. That means we can just use that camera and focus on creating without having to flip it, do the settings, and then having to shoot again. Comment below and tell me how you feel about that ideas, because I feel like it's just great to get a monitor that have camera control so we don't get to worry about to get to check on the side. Also, another reason that I really like this camera is because I did shoot some promotion for Samsung and Vodafone for their S23 Ultra, and the camera that I use, I was really struggling to basically do the vertical. But with this camera, the way it would allow you to rig it almost anywhere, honestly, I'm so happy about this, because think about this. If you flip the camera and rig it the other way around, it means with the 4-inch LCD, you can actually see what you're shooting, and then that means this camera is great for shooting vertical, which is very important because the way social media is moving and so many brands pay as a filmmaker or content creator to shoot vertical content. So anyway, this camera, it's going to be a very good addition to my arsenal, shall I say. Also, if you want to see more about this camera, make sure you subscribe, because I'm actually going to do my best and get my hands on that camera so I can use it on my commercial, my upcoming feature that I just finished writing, and so many other projects. So guys, I also think this camera is going to bring so many people to using Blackmagic cameras like they used to. Blackmagic used to be popular, and I feel like so many people go like they waited and they got tired and they moved on, because as you know, film is something that we do for a living. And most of the time when we keep getting those jobs that require cameras that are capable, and when Blackmagic was not really giving us that camera so quick, so many people moved on. But I'm very happy to see them making something that is going to bring them back. So like I said, I can't wait to get my hand on this camera so we can shoot with it and see what it's all about. So that's it for today's. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and like this video, and also turn on your notification bell icon so you don't miss when I post a video like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you when I see you.